In this video, I'd like to show you how to use the Notable Sightings and Rare Birds feature. Rare birds are just that, species that are exceptionally uncommon anywhere in the US and Canada. Rarities, vagrants, birds often from overseas or from the tropics that rarely make it to our shores. Notable sightings are observations of birds that are out of their usual range for a given time of year. Many of these birds are actually common somewhere in the US or Canada at some time of the year. They might be a species or subspecies of a bird that has wandered from its normal breeding range on the west coast to the east coast, or a hummingbird that has stayed around during the winter when it should be in the tropics. Before we dig into notable sightings and rare birds, let's change our birding location just as a refresher. Tap on Change Birding Location. First thing I want to do is make one of my recent sightings one of my favorites, and so I think I'll do that for San Francisco, California. I hit the plus. That's now made San Francisco a favorite, and now we'll go to San Francisco and we'll click Done. Now we're ready to travel to San Francisco in BirdsEye to look at notable sightings and rare birds. So I'm going to tap that. And the screen opens up on rare birds. You can see that 23 rare birds have been seen recently in Canada and the United States. 19 of them have been confirmed by eBird editors. If we scroll down, we get a sample of what's been around: smew, ruff, little gull, slaty-backed gull, brown jay, tropical parula. Pretty exciting group. Let's go and look at the crimson-collared grosbeak. Tap on that. And what you'll see is it was seen in South Texas. Let's pan and zoom a little bit. Well, one of these places is a personal location, and the other one is the Frontera Audubon Center. So let's flip to the middle icon, the list display, and you can see that some of the sightings have been confirmed and some of them have not yet been confirmed. The confirmation takes place when eBird editors have a chance to study the records submitted by the birder reporting it. Sometimes the lack of confirmation is simply a reflection of how recent the sighting has been reported. Sometimes it's because they have questions about what the observer actually saw. And of course, we have Ken Kaufman's text. And let's go back to the map and then back to the list of rare species. And now let's flip to notable observations. BirdsEye just pulled in records on notable observations. You can see that in this area there have been 23 notable observations all told, 13 of them confirmed. Things ranging from tufted duck to wandering tattler to tropical kingbird and blue-gray gnatcatcher. And just like with the rare species, if we tap on one of the species, in this case Lucy's warbler, BirdsEye pulls in data from eBird. The pace at which it pulls it in depends upon how good a connection you have. And there we can see that Lucy's warbler was seen at a personal location. Looks like it was right near the Embarcadero in San Francisco. That's very interesting. So we go back. Now I want to show you a really important setting that's available for both notable sightings and rare birds. It's this icon in the upper left of the screen, a setting icon, which I'm going to tap on right now. And it displays two sliding scales: how far to look for notables away from where you are located. You can slide it very easily just by putting your finger on it and dragging it. And how far to look for rare birds. Again, you can slide it very easily. It has a significant impact on the numbers of notable observations. I keep that radius quite small because frankly I'm not going to travel far to see a bird that's common elsewhere in the US unless it's one I've never seen before. So I usually set that at 50 miles. Let's move it up to the full continent and compare that to the 23 notables that we saw with it set at 50 miles. You can see there are 413 notables that have been notable observations that have been reported in North America. So let's go back to the settings. Let's take that setting, put it back down at 50. So let's click Done. We're back at Notables. Here's an important point, which is sometimes a source of confusion. A rare bird or notable observation that has not yet been confirmed by the eBird editors will not show up in searches using the Find Nearby Birds feature or Locate a Bird. Only once they've been confirmed by an eBird editor will they appear in those lists. So let's go back to the home page. That's the essence of using the Notable and Rare Birds feature. Thanks for your attention. I hope this helps you use BirdsEye to have more fun birding by letting it help you find the birds that you want to see.